Peace and Black Power, family. Gilbert, aka GodBODY. On my way to the gym, but I want to share something with y'all. Something that I basically want to make another disclaimer, even though I keep saying I'm not doing this shit no more. But I realize I get new friends. I realize I get old lurkers that like to come out the woodworks and all of that good shit. So I guess in all fairness, it's only right that I put these disclaimers out every once in a while. So people can't say they didn't know. Alright? Anybody that knows me or pays attention to my stats can vouch for me when I say I make statuses about black on black crime, against black on black crime, or what we like to refer to now as violating the street codes, more recently implemented by New Era Detroit. I make stats speaking against niggas, or anybody for that matter, disrespecting, harming, or violating our black women, children, and elders. I make positive, uplifting stats about us uniting, about us doing our research, educating ourselves, educating the babies, supporting the babies, supporting black business, loving each other, being in tune with our spirituality, you know what I mean, being in tune with our higher selves. I make stats about a lot of this shit on a regular basis. But I always get these sensitive ass, bitter ass people that like to bob and weave and pick and choose what shit they see on my page. I like to call them, people with selective reading and comprehension. They'll magically skip past all the positive shit I say and be like, oh, why you always going in on the women? Why you always talking about Christians? Why you always talking about Jesus? Yeah, I talk about that shit a lot. I talk about it a lot because it impacts us a lot. I talk about it a lot because it affects me a lot. It hurts me a lot. I understand the impact it's had on our people as a whole throughout history up until now. That shit's hurtful. And that's why I address it, because it's the biggest problem we have as far as I'm concerned. Racism is a problem. Believe it or not, that shit goes hand in hand with religion. I know it's hard to take, but it's the truth. And you thinking I'm a mean person, thinking I'm harsh, my message is fucked up, and all the other bullshit you think, don't change the fact. It is what it is. Look the shit up. So I go hard on a lot of that shit because it hit me hard. You know what I'm saying? And I know it hit my people hard, so I take the shit a lot more serious, of course. I'm not gonna go hard on some shit that I don't think twice about. I'm not gonna go hard on some shit that don't affect me. Even though most people do that shit. People swear up and down they don't care about shit. The shoe don't fit, it don't apply to them and all of that shit. But you look up and motherfuckers bitching and crying all day about the same shit they supposedly don't give a fuck about. Same shit that don't apply to them. Personally, I might speak on some shit, but if it don't apply to me, you will not see me going in on this shit as hard as I do. Okay? If it don't apply to me. When I say apply, I don't mean some shit that I do, some shit that I'm guilty of. it could just be some shit that I'm completely against, and I feel like it's not for the benefit of myself or our people. That shit still applies to me. So, that's basically what it is. But the way I see it, like, if you are focused on negative shit, then you will attract negative shit. So even though I make all of these positive, uplifting statuses, you're a negative ass person on the inside, whether you like it or not, and that's why you tune in to those statuses that you feel are negative in nature. You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't see all the positive shit I say, because you naturally are attracted to the few statuses I make that offend you. The few statuses I make that makes you feel like I'm just being this negative, condescending ass person. That's the shit you zoom in on, because that's the shit you attracted to. And it might be even the shit that you embody and exude your damn self, but don't realize it. Because you're so busy trying to convince yourself of some other shit. So before you jump on my fucking page bitching and crying about what the fuck I say, which makes no fucking sense to me at all. How the fuck do you make a status or get on somebody else's status and be like, oh, motherfuckers always worried about the wrong shit. Motherfuckers always worried about what the fuck somebody else doing. Bitch, ain't you on my shit worried about what the fuck I'm doing? Wouldn't that be considered the wrong shit? Same fucking shit. You on my shit complaining about me complaining. Fuck off my shit. That's the motherfucking option you have. Okay? You can scroll past and see maybe he might have some positive shit somewhere down here. Maybe this ain't all he talk about. Or you can just scroll past and ignore it altogether. Or you can block me. You can unfriend me. Because I guarantee if you got a problem with anything I say, it won't be the last. Because I'm not going to silence myself to make you feel better. I'm not going to do it. I did that shit all my life. That shit's over with. I may be a little more tactful in certain situations, whether it's because I don't want to hurt certain people's feelings, because I have a genuine love and concern for them, because they're probably family members or some shit like that. And I still speak my mind around them. And most of them respect it because they know what type of person I am. They know my character. They know I don't mean any harm. They know 9 times out of 10 it's probably true, and I know what the fuck I'm talking about, because I don't just jump on bullshit. I never have, even before I awakened. Outside of that, I'm going to speak my mind. So, you can deal with it. You can scroll past and ignore it, or you can unfriend me or block me, so you ain't got to worry about the shit no more. I promise you I won't lose no sleep. I promise you my personal mission to shed truth, light, enlighten people, enlighten my damn self, because I don't know it all. A lot of the shit I be telling y'all is not because I'm trying to convince you of some shit. It's because I'm just putting the shit out there because I found it interesting. I think you might want to look into it if you want to know any goddamn thing. If you want to exercise your fucking brain, I mean, you was blessed with one. But at the same time, the more I type these things, the more I speak on these things, the more I can understand these things, the more I can internalize and embody these things. So it's more so practice for me. It's exercise. It's a workout, a mental and spiritual workout for me. This is why I post a lot of the shit I post all the time. It ain't just for you, motherfucker. I don't even know half of y'all. For real. I love y'all collectively as a people. I love my people, but this shit ain't for you personally. If I don't know you personally, how the fuck am I gonna try to convince you of some shit, and I don't even know who the fuck you are outside of seeing your face on Facebook? Come on. I mean, think about this shit. I'm not trying to convince you to do anything but fucking think. You ain't gotta believe shit I say. I don't want you to believe shit I say. I want you to pick up a goddamn book. I want you to get on Google. I want you to look this shit up so you can see for yourself and make your own determination. Because I might pull up some shit that ain't real. It ain't true. But why in the fuck would I just tell you to believe in this shit wholeheartedly? And I don't even know 100% sure if it's real or factual. What I do know is what makes sense to me. I know what appears to be real or true, aside from some shit that is just blatantly come on, man, blatantly fucking stupid shit that just don't make no sense at all, versus some shit that you can't help but be like, damn, this shit, you know what, they might be on to something. I'll take some shit like that and feel comfortable with looking into it, or even considering the possibility that it might be some real shit, before I just wholeheartedly believe in and defend some shit that don't make no kind of sense at all to a intelligent person like myself. So, you know, basically, that's all I really wanted to say, man. It's just, I get tired of people talking about I focus on certain shit all the time, and all I do is bash people and talk down on this and that. Oh, that's another thing, too. The majority of you motherfuckers that talk about what I complain about all the time, I don't see you motherfuckers out here in the streets. I don't see you in front of me taking a lead. I don't see you behind me following. I don't see you side by side doing the work with us. Fuck are you doing? Whether I talk down, bash Christianity, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, what the fuck is you doing in your community to make your community better? What the fuck are you doing on the internet to help enlighten others? Are you putting knowledge out there? Are you getting people to think outside the box, to better themselves physically, mentally, and spiritually? If you're not out there doing the motherfucking work on the streets, you're not doing the physical work, are you at least trying to help educate people? Are you educating yourself? What the fuck are you doing besides staying up with what the fuck Beyonce did? Keeping up with motherfucking Trump and Hillary, which y'all really ain't keeping up with shit because you wasn't thinking about that shit a year ago. You know, before all of this shit really started getting close to this motherfucker becoming president. You think about that shit, and I guarantee you most of y'all motherfuckers didn't give a fuck about politics before Barack got in office. Right? What the fuck are you doing? Are you donating money to any type of black-owned business? Are you out there passing out free book bags and school supplies and shit? Free coats, shoes, free meals? Are you doing any of that shit? The fuck are you doing besides going to church every blue moon and praying for your motherfucking community? Just to keep going and having another reason to go back and pray next Sunday, because the shit still ain't changed. The fuck are you doing? You're probably not even doing that. You're probably just going for your own personal motherfucking salvation that you'll never see through a goddamn white Jesus, Pastor Chicken Wing, or whoever the fuck else you socialize with in that church. What are you doing that's tangible, that's really producing some type of change in your community, on your block, in your city? What are you doing? Voting for presidency? See how that shit worked. Hillary won the popular vote. Shit ain't mean shit. Fuck did your vote count for? You could have took that energy and went out there and cleaned up one of these neighborhoods. Could have mowed the motherfucking grass on one of these vacant lots. Could have cleaned up around a burnt up house or some shit. Pick the trash up. Went and talked to the niggas on the corner. Asked the niggas to stop littering around on the corners and stop beefing over petty shit. Stop making hand-to-hand sales in front of the kids. Could you did some shit like that instead of waiting in the motherfucking line to put a goddamn sticker on your shirt and post the shit on Facebook to say you voted for a motherfucker you really ain't even do no research on. Do your research on me before you get on my page talking about what the fuck I talk about and what the fuck I don't talk about. Do your research on me before you talk about what I don't do out here in the community. Or just block me and unfriend me and get the shit over with so I don't have to do it myself. Peace. Black power.